Hey guys, Dr. Kahu here, welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing another what if, and that is what if Naruto remembered his past, part 3. Now as usual guys, if you guys can please like and subscribe, leave your comments down below, leave the bell notification on so you guys can be the first to get my new content, and follow me on Instagram, to which I'll leave the link in the description below. Also, I'll also leave the last 2 episodes in the link as well, so if you haven't seen the last episode, check that out, and if you haven't seen part 2, then check out part 1, okay guys? And if you've seen all 3 of them, jump into this next part, okay guys? And not only that guys, around the world, you know, I'm starting to slowly still see it. The resurgence, meaning the spread, is actually increasing. All I say to everyone that's not in New Zealand, take care of you guys selves, okay, rest of the world. Honestly, it's like so bad, like I feel so sorry for you, everyone that's out there that it's affected or is being affected by. So please take care of you guys selves. And everyone in New Zealand, just, you know, adhere similar to what you'll do. Take care of yourselves, wash your hands, like just be cautious, you know, protect you guys selves. Yeah, and not only that guys, but just so much stuff needs to happen to protect ourselves, because you know, life matters. Young, old, life still matters. Cherish it the most, okay guys? But yeah, without further ado guys, let's get into this next part of this what off, because I rambled on for a bit, you know, just losing track. Let's get into this next part of this what off anyway guys, and that is what if Naruto remembered his past, part 3. Now let's begin. Now today I'm only going to do a brief recap on what happened, because honestly I drag on upon these recaps and then jump into this next part, okay guys? So quick recap, Naruto pretty much showed how much of a gap there was between him and Sasuke. Sasuke is now so deep in his own anger towards Naruto that he associates his anger towards Naruto as he is with Itachi upon killing the clan. So Sasuke in this time evolved his Sharingan really a lot, and when he got to observe Rock Lee challenge Naruto, and the fact that his Sharingan couldn't even see their movements, Sasuke instantly just his hatred is building even more. Now as the Chunin exams proceed, Naruto meets a lot of people, and they go through it easy. He's able to show that he can connect to nature, especially in the Forest of Death, and towards the point where they actually ambushed, well not much ambushed, Naruto kind of sensed that Orochimaru was coming. Orochimaru pretty much attacked him, and thanks to Naruto's quick witness, he's pretty much saved his team. But in the entire chaos of the fight, there was a moment where Orochimaru and Sasuke made eye contact, pretty similar towards the Shippuden arc, towards when Orochimaru and Naruto made eye contact. When Orochimaru saw that Sasuke is so, all this evil is within Sasuke, even more so than canon, Orochimaru gives Sasuke his best curse seal, the best one that he's ever developed. He puts way more chakra and way more curse mark sage mode, but he amplifies the hatred, the evil within Sasuke to make him harbor it even more. And it does work. It does get to that point. Sasuke has 3 Tomo Sharingan, his hatred, his evil is full, and after he wakes up he hates Naruto with all his guts, and they pass the Forest of Death as a team kinda. And when it comes to the brief fight sequence, Sasuke just destroys Kiba, Sakura loses, well, it ties with Ino, and Naruto destroys Neji. And Naruto still kind of does a talk no jutsu to Neji, to which Gaara catches on, because Gaara hears that Naruto is the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, to which makes Gaara kind of slow and listen, see something that someone else went through the same pain. And when Gaara fights Lee, he doesn't break Lee's leg, so Lee's still fully not injured, but he's out. Like he doesn't have a broken arm or leg like canon. So that all that goes away. When the 1 month training comes, Sasuke goes by himself. He doesn't go with Kakashi, and a scroll appears. A scroll appears to teach Sasuke new jutsus, especially the Black Lightning that Sasuke learns, and the curse mark itself. So for the whole month, Sasuke trained and became mega powerful. So Naruto trained with Jiraiya, similar to his canon, but Naruto already knows how to extract Nine-Tails chakra. He already knows how to do wood style. That's immense. Now he learned the summoning jutsu, which is the toad summonings for now, and he's also did the Rasengan. Now when I last left it off, Naruto, Sasuke and Gaara are all facing off for the Chunin exams, ready for the battle. Now that I got that out of the way guys, let's get into this next part of this world, okay? So let's begin. The atmosphere is very tense. as everyone is in the stadium. Everyone is anticipating this enormous fight. They haven't seen a three-way battle, especially from Naruto of the wood style, Sasuke of the Sharingan, and Gaara of the sand. Everyone has names for all three of them, and it's quite interesting. The Kazekage, which is Orochimaru, he's watching in anticipation, my bad, because he saw that the drive on Sasuke. He wants to see how powerful he is. Sasuke is enveloping the curse mark over his body, only partially. As he does that, black lightning irradiates streams around his body. While this is all going down, Gaara is pumping sand into the ground, pretty similar to what he did when he fought Kamimaru, preparing himself because he knows he only has a limited amount of sand, and he knows that Naruto is a wood style user, meaning the earth on the ground is Naruto's main weapon. So he has to separate Naruto kinda, so he thinks about it clearly. And he also, with Sasuke with his lightning around him, Gaara has to make sure that his defenses are on. And so as they all square off, Naruto is looking at them peacefully. His chakra is riled up, everything like that, enveloped in yellow. And as the proctor announces the fight to begin, just like that, the fight begins. Gaara, without holding back, instantly envelops himself with sand and does instant sand shower, but shoots them all around the arena within. Naruto is easily able to duck and dodge it. He just flexes his chakra and breaks lots of the sand that comes towards him. Sasuke just uses his lightning style to spread across it, and as he does that, Naruto sees it, and Sasuke rushes straight to Naruto without even hesitating. He doesn't care about Gaara, and Gaara knew that. And as Sasuke gets close to Naruto understands what's about to happen. He crouches, jumps to the side, and a massive wall of sand appears and hits Sasuke right in the gut. But Sasuke instantly pumps lots of lightning chakra into the sand, dispelling it immediately. And as Sasuke lands on the ground and goes, "Damn it, I want to fight you alone, Naruto." Sasuke looks at Gaara and instantly disappears. He appears out behind Gaara. Gaara's like, "Huh!" And Sasuke punches Gaara right in the face, sending him flying. But he instantly went beyond Gaara's shield, and as Gaara instantly craters into the wall, Sasuke appears, using his lightning style, amplifying himself with his body flicker and curse mark. Sasuke has a lightning blade, pretty similar to a lightning blade in his hand, but it's like a lightning snake jutsu, and as he's about to slam into Gaara, ending it, Naruto instantly appears right by Sasuke with his katana, his wood style katana anyway, and he goes to lift it up, but Sasuke sees this and he directs his lightning style to Naruto, hitting the wood style, and Naruto pumps chakra in his wood style katana to push Sasuke back. And Sasuke sees this, his hand is slightly bruised from Naruto making contact with the wood blade itself. And Naruto looks at the wooden blade, it's destroyed, so he checks on the ground and goes, "Not hard, I can make another one." Naruto opens his hand and then stretches his hand out, and he goes, "Wood style, wooden katana." A wooden katana instantly appears in Naruto's hand, and Sasuke sees it and looks at Naruto. Naruto goes, "See? All new." Naruto rushes at Sasuke, and begins to fight him. Sasuke pulls out his own kunai and begins to fight Naruto. Right off the bat, Sasuke is being pushed by Naruto. Naruto's not in sage mode, and he's not using the Nine Tails chakra. He's just rolling his own chakra up. And so he's pushing Sasuke back hardcore. Sasuke tries to get into a taijutsu battle with Naruto, but it's just made very clear that Naruto is the superior of the two. And as Naruto begins to show his prowess with swords, with weapons in general, Sasuke has no choice but to do like a form of lightning stream around the area, and as he performs the lightning stream to try to get Naruto away, Gaara goes, "Got you!" He goes, "Wind style!" And as wind starts to develop, Gaara goes, "Sand coffin!" There's a massive sand coffin around Naruto and Sasuke, and then he tries to crush them while they're in there to end the fight. Naruto instantly flexes his chakra fully. As it breaks, Naruto does he goes, "Wood style!" And as the wood style instantly appears, a massive wood dragon instantly lifts him off the ground, breaking all the sand that's holding him, or was partially holding him. Sasuke does a powerful lightning stream, destroying the sand, and as Sasuke does that, his Sharingan is fully active, and he is in his curse mark stage 2. The moment he's like that, Gaara looks at Sasuke, and as Gaara tries to attack Sasuke instantly appears, shoots the lightning right at Gaara, knocking him out completely, badly injuring him. Gaara's on the ground. He can't use Shukaku because Sasuke's attack itself is, for some reason, very, very powerful. And as Sasuke deals with Gaara, knocking him out, Sasuke looks at Naruto and goes, "Finally, now they've done the bloody way. It's just me and you, Naruto." Naruto looks at Sasuke, seeing the real true bloodlust that's within Sasuke's eyes. And just like Hashirama, Naruto feels the same feeling towards not wanting to be so ruthless like Sasuke, like try to save the world in a different sense, more like hope, unity, not a sense of hatred and power. Naruto's looking at Sasuke and Sasuke goes, "Well, whatever, Naruto, you done holding back? You're gonna show me the sage mode that you have?" Naruto states to Sasuke, "I don't really think I really need to." And Sasuke goes, "Ha, there's that cocky attitude again. Well then take this." Sasuke instantly begins to weave hand sign and shoots a big fireball jutsu right at Naruto. Naruto jumps up, and then Sasuke shoots another fireball jutsu. Naruto goes, "Okay then." Naruto weaves hand signs and goes, "Water style, water bullet jutsu." He shoots a real powerful water bullet at Sasuke's fire style, and as they both combine, it turns into a big steam, and then Naruto implements another jutsu. He goes, "Wind style, wind bullet jutsu." Shoots a wind bullet jutsu at the steam and air that's around, hot air, and as it hits, it goes through. Sasuke's just able to dodge it, and as Sasuke dodges it, the ground explodes, sending him flying. But thanks to Sasuke having his wings, he's able to fly, recover, and fly into the air. And then Sasuke shoots 3 fireballs into the air, 3 of them. He knows he's not ready for this jutsu, but if it works, he can end Naruto right away and pretty much destroy everyone that's in the stadium, and pretty much knock 2 birds with 1 stone. He hates everyone. He just wants power, and he knows that Orochimaru can give that power to him. So as Sasuke flies in there and powers himself up, lightning chakra enveloping his body, black lightning, mind you. Gaara gets up, and as he gets up, he's in pain. He's so angry. He says, "Stop it! I'm no longer holding on." His body begins to partially transform, and as he does that, he leans his hands over and he goes to reach out for Sasuke, and the giant one-tailed arm grows out and grabs Sasuke and slams him into the ground. And this catches Sasuke off guard, and the Gaara screams a primal roar. The Naruto's watching it, and as this all goes down, the jutsu that Kabuto cast goes over everyone that's within the stadium. Orochimaru grabs the third Hokage and jumps him on top of the roof, which the Soundfall puts barriers upon. And what happens is Gaara, after he does this shot, he takes off immediately, understanding what's happening with him is that slowly but surely going to end in the result of Shukaku coming out. And as Gaara runs, Sasuke gets up and goes, "You're not getting away, you bastard!" He flies up after Gaara, and as Gaara rushes, Naruto's watching everything that's transpiring around him, and it's like, "What the? An invasion!" And then Naruto puts his hands together and he focuses and he goes, he goes, "Alright." He makes 10 wood clones, real powerful wood clones, and he tells them all technically they all know exactly what they need to do, and they go off. All those 10 clones have katanas on them, and their job is not to kill anyone, but to seal them using the wood style. It will hold their bodies completely until Naruto releases the jutsu. And Naruto can leave them sealed in those trees for years, and where they'll get the energy from is from the trees absorbing sunlight. So if Naruto wanted prisoners, he can make a wood seal that binds it through the cut in their hand, and pretty much will wrap and hold their bodies in place until Naruto releases them. So as the 10 shadow clones, the 10 wood clones leave and go deal with everyone that's fighting, and let's just state that Naruto with Hashirama's memories, 10 wooden clones against Sand and Cell Ninja. Yeah, you make a pick on who's going to actually win. But as Sasuke goes, he sees Gaara, and just as he sees Gaara running for the forest, the lightning dragon is fully prepared. He was going to use it for Naruto, but Gaara interfered, and as Sasuke is about to pull the lightning dragon down, Naruto instantly appears right by Sasuke and kicks Sasuke on the back of the head. And as Naruto kicks Sasuke in the back of the head, he sends him flying into the trees. And Naruto jumps up, and then he does a wood style, and all the ground starts to envelop and break apart. And Sasuke goes, "Damn it, Naruto, what the hell?" And Naruto goes, "What are you doing, Sasuke? You were just about to kill him, weren't you?" And Naruto goes, "He's the enemy. They're attacking our village." And Naruto goes, "This is not how we deal with things, Sasuke." And Naruto pulls his katana out and he goes, "If I have to bind you, I will." And as this goes down, Gaara gets to a certain position where he just lets go. He lets go of all control, and Shukaku explodes straight out of him. And Shukaku does the possum jutsu where Gaara falls asleep and Shukaku takes over. And from there, Sasuke notices and he trembles at the sheer power of this beast in front of him. Naruto sees this, and as Shukaku shoots a giant air bullet at Naruto, Naruto instantly puts his hands together, go wood style, and he raises the canopy all the trees, and he does giant boulder wall jutsu, and what happens is the wood style picks up all the earth around and lifts it up into the air. So it's slightly earth style and wood style. And as the air bullet hits the wall, it disperses, and Naruto looks at Sasuke, goes, damn. He goes, you're starting to become a lost cause. Sasuke is looking at Naruto and realizes that Naruto is technically not even trying. And Naruto goes, Sasuke, if you're not going to do anything useful, stay here. Naruto rushes up, and Sasuke looks at Naruto and goes, useful? I would have stopped him right now. Naruto looks at Sasuke and goes, what are you doing? You're wasting time as we speak. You're allowing that tailed beast to gather chakra to do a bigger, and as Naruto states that, Shukaku shoots out a wooden bullet jutsu, but not just one, 3 of them. Naruto sees this and he knows he doesn't have enough time to do a wood style in the order that he wants to. So without hesitating, he bites his fingers, weaves a hand sign straight away, and does a summoning jutsu. And the moment he does a summoning jutsu, him and Sasuke are on the back of Gamabunta. Gamabunta was able to appear just in time to not only assess what's coming at him, but uses katana to cut right through the wind style. But in doing so, his katana gets thrown right out of his hands. And what happens is Gamabunta's like, whoa, that was a close one. Hey Naruto, what's up? And he looks right in and goes, Shukaku, the sand demon. Naruto goes, yeah, the one tails. And Gamabunta's like, And he goes, where's mine? And looks back, the sword's far away, and then Shukaku shoots the sword away, knowing that Gamabunta will probably use it to hurt him. Sorry. So what happens is Naruto sees this and he does a wood style, and a wooden katana appears out of the ground. Naruto says, use this. Trust me, I'll pump chakra through it. I'll pump some chakra into it, and you pump a little bit of yours into it as well. It will be as sharp as any blade. And not only that, thanks to the jutsu itself, it has a sealing formula. So if you make any incision on Shukaku or Gaara, it will bind him and bind the chakra on him immediately. And Shukaku looks at Naruto and goes, whoa, good jutsu. And Naruto goes, and if you want, you can keep this katana. It may be useful for the future, you know? And Gamabunta's like, I will, Naruto. And so as Gamabunta and Shukaku begin their battle, right away, Gamabunta is just way too quick for Shukaku to even react, and he manages to stab the katana into Shukaku's arm, and in doing so, wood style instantly appears and starts to grapple around Shukaku, and Shukaku's like, what the? Wood style? And Naruto, I'm not done yet. He goes, wood style, wooden dragon jutsu. Giant wooden dragon comes around and starts to envelop Shukaku. Shukaku starts to go rampant and wild, starts to destroy everything, go crazy, try to break the jutsu that's appearing all over his arm. But it's too late. The wood dragons, until they start to appear and wrap around Shukaku, he tries to become malleable like sand, but thanks to Naruto draining the chakra with the wood dragon, Shukaku stays in his form and he can't do nothing. He's utterly, in essence, defenseless. Naruto, without hesitating, he does like a wood kind of spear, but not a one to stab Gaara, but he throws it at Gaara's head, and as the wooden stick hits Gaara, Gaara wakes up, well, pretty much wakes up out of his little dream, and then Naruto uses his wood dragon to pretty much bite Gaara after Shukaku disappears, pretty much grabs Gaara and slams him into the ground, not to kill him, but to, you know, subdue him. And so as Gaara is on the ground, pretty much out for the count, this is when Naruto does his talk no jutsu on Gaara. And what happens is Sasuke sees this, but he's already gone. He's already long gone from this. And after Naruto talks no jutsu Gaara, he gets up and tells Gamabunta, thank you for the help. He's going to release him now. And as Naruto releases Gamabunta, he notices that Sasuke is gone. And Naruto's like, damn it. He uses a Senju ninjutsu, but because Sasuke can fly, this makes it hard for Naruto to sense some Sasuke like this, because he's in real high altitude at the moment. And so where Sasuke is concerned with the situation, as he was watching Naruto talk to Gaara, a white snake appeared by Sasuke's head and pretty much talked to Sasuke and gave him all the information that he needs. And when Sasuke gets that information, he goes, yes, I will help. And without hesitating, this Sasuke jumps away and flies off towards the Hidden Leaf village anyway. And so back to when Naruto is trying to find Sasuke, he rushes back to the Hidden Leaf village. Now by this time, all of Naruto's wood clones would have subdued nearly every sand ninja and sound ninja that came in his way. And not only that, the shadow clones, the wood clones themselves would have been watching the barrier, watching the third Hokage. And Naruto was able to stop everything all that from happening up until the point where Orochimaru and the third Hokage started flexing and getting serious. Naruto was able to subdue the entire fight with Gaara that quick before they started getting serious. And so as Naruto gets there, he realizes that what's called Third Hokage is trapped within a barrier. And so what he does is he uses his wood clones. He uses 5 of them to go down the bottom of the building, and he uses the transform wood jutsu to transform them into a big as wood, not like a wood dragon, but a giant tree that wraps around continuously. And as those wood clones envelop into a big tree, Naruto does wood style. And as the wood style goes over, it goes knitted tree jutsu. And as the tree knits through all the building, it starts to envelop and come across until it gets to the fourth sound ninja. And as it's going down, Orochimaru notices Naruto, what Naruto is doing, and he has to be quick with his jutsu, so without hesitating, he makes distance between him and the third Hokage, and he does the reanimation jutsu. When Naruto sees this, he instantly is shocked, and then Naruto, without hesitating, goes, "Damn it!" He goes Sage Art, goes straight into Sage Art, powers up a Rasengan without hesitating, jumps straight into the barrier, and in full power Sage mode slams that Rasengan into the barrier, destroying it completely, which pretty much breaks the 4 sound ninja's concentration thanks to the pure force of that Sage Art full powered Naruto's Rasengan. After he destroys the barrier, that was it. Those sound ninja fall out. Then what happens? He uses wood style to grab the 4 sound ninja, and as he does that, Sasuke destroys the trees that grab the sound ninja, and Sasuke grabs all 4 of them and flies them away. Naruto's like, "What the hell, Sasuke?" And while this is happening, a snake instantly tries to bite Naruto. Naruto senses this ducks, jumps across, and he grabs his wooden katana and instantly cuts the snake in half. And as Orochimaru notices the snake gets cut but the wood grown down, and he goes, "Damn it!" He jumps out of his body immediately. And as he jumps out of his body, he puts the 2 tags in Hashirama and Tobirama. And that's when Naruto lands by the third Hokage. And the third Hokage's like, "Naruto?" And he goes, "Lord Third." And he goes, "Bit of a time, isn't it, Naruto?" And Naruto goes, "Well, yeah, I was meant to become a Chunin." And the third Hokage smiles, and he goes, "Well, Naruto, you're up to fight your predecessor before you. Your dream is to become Hokage, right? Well, the first Hokage was the only other shinobi, besides Yamato, of course, that could use wood style at the Hidden Leaf." Naruto goes, "I'm clearly aware of that." And he smiles at Naruto and he goes, "One question before this battle begins, Naruto. How do you know so much jutsu like this? What is it about you that's so special? Tell an old man before, his time is ending." Naruto smiles and goes, "Simply put, I'm Sarutobi." And he's shocked at Naruto when he says that. He goes, "I'm pretty much looking in the mirror of myself right now." And as Naruto looks at Hashirama, Hashirama does a deforestation bloom, shoots it right at Naruto and the third Hokage, but Naruto puts his hand up. Because he's already in Sage mode, he's way more powerful than Hashirama's reanimated version, and he stops the wood style in his tracks immediately. And then Naruto closes his hand and goes, "Wood style, revert." He reverts all the trees back to their position where the first Hokage is, and Orochimaru is shocked. He is shocked at the pure scale of power that Naruto actually has at his disposal. And as the third Hokage looks at Naruto, he goes, "What do you mean, Naruto?" And Tobirama appears. When Naruto knew this was going to happen, he instantly body flicked to where Tobirama is and stabbed his katana right into Tobirama's gut, making a wood style jutsu envelop around him, binding him in place completely. And as Naruto does this, he puts a contract on Tobirama, releasing him from Orochimaru's control of the reanimation. And Naruto now has full control of Tobirama's reanimation jutsu. And as Naruto releases the wood style of Tobirama, he's like, "What the? Sarutobi? Hey." He looks at and it's like, "This kid can use wood style?" And he goes, "Yeah." And here comes your brother. And as Hashirama goes to attack, Naruto does a wooden dragon jutsu, but then Hashirama, the reanimation, also does so. And so it becomes a battle of the wood styles. As that goes down, Sasuke comes down and lands by Orochimaru. Tobirama and the third Hokage stand next to each other. Sasuke goes, "I'm here to accept your offer, Lord Orochimaru." Orochimaru smiles and goes, "I knew you would, Sasuke. You crave the same thing I always crave, power." And so Sasuke goes, "You do not disappoint." And as Sasuke watches Naruto fight the first Hokage, Orochimaru states that in the current state Naruto's in, is put in his fighting, he's gonna easily overpower the first Hokage soon. And then with the combined might of the second Hokage and the third Hokage, they're gonna lose straight away. And Sasuke goes, "So what are we gonna do?" And then Orochimaru goes, "Well, you remember that jutsu you did with the scroll, right? Have you still infused the chakra?" And Sasuke goes, "Yeah." and Orochimaru goes go increase the jutsu. So Sasuke instantly increases the jutsu, and by this time Tobirama has tried to attack Orochimaru, but thanks to his own sage mode abilities, he's able to perceive Tobirama and the third Hokage, and he goes all out this time. He doesn't hold back, and while they're all fighting, Sasuke's powering up the dragon jutsu in the sky, amplifying that we're shooting fire style jutsu, and he's putting all his chakra into it. He knows that if he doesn't hurry this up, what Orochimaru stated was going to be true, and just like that, as Naruto notices what's happening with Sasuke and the old man and Orochimaru, Naruto easily makes gaps between him and the reanimated Hashirama, and makes a wooden dragon jutsu and allows Hashirama to try to grab him, but Naruto disappears like a clone and wraps Hashirama, and then puts a contract seal immediately, removing Orochimaru's control of Hashirama. And as Hashirama sees Naruto, all he sees is a young version to him. Naruto looks like himself, don't get me wrong, but the chakra and the power itself is unique. That Hashirama buzzes out, looking in the mirror, looking at Naruto. And as Naruto and Hashirama land by Tobirama and the third Hokage, Sasuke has just finished putting all the chakra in, and Sasuke goes, "You're finally here, Naruto. Lord Orochimaru, are you ready?" And he goes, "Proceed, Sasuke." Sasuke goes, "Yes, Naruto, this is everything I've got. Catch!" And it goes, "Lightning style, get in!" The dragon instantly appears and he chucks it right at Naruto. The dragon transforms from a blue lightning to a black lightning, and as it appears to hit Naruto, hit the area, all Naruto can do is a wood style, do a wooden dome jutsu to protect him and the third Hokage, and this is sage, because this caught Naruto off guard, just the lightning jutsu itself. Granted, he has sage mode, but it was like near like multiple million seconds, like let's say a second for Naruto just to react to this. And as he did a wood style, it's a sage mode one, so the wood style will hold. And as that happens, Sasuke destroys the entire arena and pretty much does massive damage, killing some people. Of course, he kills some people with their lightning style. And as the lightning dragon hits, destroys a lot of buildings in the Hidden Leaf. It does a pretty big crater as well. And as that happens, the weight goes, Orochimaru and Sasuke are already gone. They already capped it. Orochimaru's achieved his goal. He got Sasuke. He couldn't kill the third Hokage, but hey, he's got Sasuke. But one thing he knows he has lost is he has lost the contract with the first and second, which he can redo again, but it'll take him some time. And as they run away, the first Hokage, second Hokage, and the third Hokage are around talking. And as Naruto uses wood clones to go and assess the damage with everyone, Hashirama notices that Naruto is pretty much like him. In nearly all sense of the fashion. His sage mode, his chakra, his fighting styles. Yeah, he's a tiny bit different, but all in all, he's looking at a stronger version to himself. And as the third Hokage indulges in seeing the first and second, the first Hokage instantly scolds the third Hokage for allowing the Uchiha to be killed. This pisses him off incredibly, and he looks at Tobirama and tells his brother off. Tobirama tries to put the first Hokage down, but the first Hokage is not budging. He's so angry at the way that Tobirama and Sarutobi Hiruzen, what's it called, have handled the Hidden Leaf. It actually makes him so angry. And Naruto goes to him and goes, "Well, I wouldn't worry about that, Lord First." And he goes, "Hmm?" And he goes, "Why is that?" Naruto Uzumaki. And because the first Hokage knows who Naruto is now, because the third Hokage would have told him. But what happens, and Naruto explains that all he needs to do is use some special jutsus, and if I know correctly, the Rene Rebirth. But we need the Renegon for that. And what happens is, the first Hokage is looking at Naruto and goes, "How do you know these stuff?" He only knows it due to him fighting the Hagoromo clan and all the Senju's connections with the Sage of Six Path and all that stuff. So Naruto goes, "I don't know, I just know, I guess." And so as they're talking, Naruto uses his wood style to repair all the damage that Sasuke has done on the village, and does it quite efficiently. And after everyone pretty much settles down, the third Hokage sits down. He's pretty knackered. And as they're in the third Hokage's office, in the Hokage's office, Naruto's in there with them, with Jiraiya. He gets to meet the first Hokage and all that jargon. And when the first and second Hokage goes, "Well, when are you going to release us, Naruto?" Naruto goes, "Oh, Sorry about that. That completely slipped my mind. I'm sorry, Lord First and Lord Second. Here, Naruto begins to weave hand signs, and as Naruto releases the hand signs in Jutsu, he tells Hashirama, "Hey, Lord First, I can just tell you one thing. I know it seems kind of awkward, but I'm pretty much the reincarnation version to you." And he goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I remember everything about you and Madara and the dream of the Hidden Leaf Village. And just know, before you go, that I am going to carry that dream. And not only that, I'm going to do the Clan Restoration Act. I'm going to bring that back to fruition. The Uchiha, Uzumaki, the Namikaze, Senju, all of that. I want to focus on our clans coming back. So rest assured, the wall of fire that you have left is still ignited." And as Hashirama smiles and takes to heart what Naruto states, him and Tobirama instantly leave. And the third Hokage is baffled to hear that Naruto is actually the reincarnation of the first Hokage. So technically the third Hokage has been around two different Hashiramas, in a sense. But just to make a quick side note to you guys, even though Naruto is the pretty much has the memories of Hashirama and all that, and the power of Hashirama, Naruto is still Naruto, if you get what I mean. He's still that Naruto that was ostracized. He's still Naruto that was hated. Ichiraku is still his favorite food, you get what I mean? He's still Naruto, just way more powerful. Way more powerful. And so what happens is, as Naruto and the third Hokage are talking, the third Hokage is just happy that Naruto saved his life. Happy that he, not only that, but helped save as much people as he can. He's such a befitting shinobi. And so the third Hokage promotes Naruto not to a Chunin, to a Jonin immediately, but a low tier Jonin for now. Not because of his skills and his power, Naruto is so above Hokage level right now, but it's just due to the fact of experience. Young Naruto hasn't had a life. Hashirama part of Naruto has had a life, but young Naruto hasn't. So that's why the third Hokage wants Naruto to slowly but surely still continue his life. But the Hidden Leaf still needs a medical ninja, and Naruto can't be building everything and healing everyone, so the third Hokage commissions Jiraiya to search out for Tsunade. And he explains to Jiraiya, if he brings Tsunade back, he'll pay all her debts, as long as she comes back and starts to heal and teach people some medical will just be useful. And so Jiraiya agrees, and he asks Naruto, "Well, you keen to come, Naruto?" Naruto goes, "Well, I was gonna think about looking for Sasuke, but yeah, if this helps the village, I'm keen to come." And so what ends up happening is Naruto goes with Jiraiya, and as he goes with Jiraiya, the Akatsuki, Kisame and Itachi come to the village. They know all about Naruto, they know everything about him, but Kisame is like, my sword hair Samihara will take all its chakra. If not, your eyes, Itachi, will hold that brat in place. What's his name anyway? And Itachi goes, Naruto Uzumaki. He's a yellow hair. And he goes, duly noted. And just like in canon, Kakashi, Guy, and all of them eventually spot them and confront them. To which Itachi puts Kakashi under Genjutsu. Pretty much makes Kuronai and them look stupid. And then Guy comes and saves them. Now what ends up happening from there is Naruto is not in the hospital room. In fact, he actually sees the Genjutsu that's placed on that female that's on by Jiraiya. So as Jiraiya is walking, Naruto can sense everything. He can sense 2 large chakra levels heading towards his way. So he starts a wood clone and leaves the wood clone in the room that where he was, and he jumps out the window to dispel the Genjutsu on the woman. Naruto scolds Jiraiya for being a clown and falling for the jutsu, but Jiraiya's like, I was just playing a trick. While this is all going down, back at Orochimaru's hideout, Orochimaru is giving everything to Sasuke. Orochimaru is fascinated by how powerful Sasuke is. That lightning dragon will surpass anything Orochimaru expected when it comes to Sasuke, and it took him a month to push that far. Orochimaru tells Sasuke, originally I was gonna steal your body, Sasuke. I was. But to be honest, you fascinate me more than I thought. Way more than I thought. And Sasuke goes, steal my body, huh? And what's your plan now, then, Lord Orochimaru? And he goes, to be honest, Sasuke, I want to put all my best jutsus into you. I want to see where my skill comes into fruition when it comes to the power of the Hokage's son. And Sasuke goes, what? And he goes, Naruto. He's the son of the 4th Hokage. I'm gonna give you and your curse mark the strongest connection to my power as possible, Sasuke. And then, if you allow me to use your DNA to clone a body of yours, or clone some of your DNA, and make a new body for me to allow to use your abilities, would that be fair? And Sasuke goes, yeah, as long as you can agree that the power that you give me is going to increase tenfold. And Orochimaru goes, I can only tell you this, Sasuke. Once you're through here, you'll probably have your Mangekyo Sharingan. And who knows, I know someone that has multiple Sharingan they could lend to help you evolve your eyes if need be. And thanks to his unique chakra and jutsu, your body will accept his chakra. And Sasuke's like, okay. And so Sasuke accepts all of Orochimaru's givings, you know. And Orochimaru, what he does is he uses some of Sasuke's DNA and puts it into Kimimaro. And what happens is he pumps more chakra and more scientific experiments on his curse marks into Kimimaru's body. And from there he jumps, when his body is about to die, he jumps into Kimimaru's body, and Orochimaru now has a near perfect body with the bone Genkai. Sasuke saw this and he goes, teach me that jutsu. And Orochimaru smiles at Sasuke and he goes, very well, I will teach you everything I know, Sasuke. And together, me and you will reach powers and heights and knowledge more than anyone, even more than that brat Naruto of the wood, or wood style. And Sasuke's like, okay, Lord Orochimaru. And so what happens is Sasuke lives there and he just gets mega powerful with Orochimaru, okay? And so what happens is Sasuke has two goals: to kill Naruto and Itachi. That's his goals, to kill both of them. Hates Naruto and he hates Itachi. So much so. But back to Naruto and Jiraiya, they managed to find Tsunade because Naruto can sense Tsunade's chakra. It's not unmistakable. As Naruto senses Tsunade's chakra, a little bit of Hashirama's feeling towards Tsunade starts to bubble up, and the excitement of seeing not the granddaughter but someone that is the living form of the Hokage again be there. Naruto's excited in a sense, and Jiraiya can see this. And so as Naruto sees Lady Tsunade, clear as day, he's just excited to see her, hear from her and talk to her. And then when he realizes that she's actually a gambler who pretty much spent her life away drinking and all that stuff, Naruto realizes, oh no, she picked up all the real first Hokage's bad habits. I'm so glad I'm me. Naruto realizes that Lady Tsunade is a gambler, a drinker, and Naruto's own issue is he's not a gambler. He's not a drinker at all. So that's the one thing that prevents the Hashirama part like that from coming out. Naruto's own psyche, his own issue. But when Tsunade puts the third Hokage down, this pisses Naruto off. But Naruto doesn't fight Lady Tsunade. He just explains to Lady Tsunade that that's kind of unfair for you to talk that way about the Hokage. You're only alive due to a Hokage, aren't you? Your grandfather was Hashirama Senju. Your grandmother was Mito Uzumaki, so if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be here. It wasn't for your grandfather fighting for that title of Hokage itself, proclamating all this stuff way before you existed, Tsunade. She looks at Naruto going, what the hell do you know, kid? Naruto just simply states, I know everything about the first Hokage, everything. I can even use his jutsu, wood style, almost as good as he could. If not, I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to find my own finesse, my own saving grace. And Tsunade's looking at Naruto and kind of feel like Naruto to her is dishonoring her grandfather. So she's the one that challenges Naruto. If Naruto is as good as he claims, he'll be able to pretty much lay a hand on her, punch her. And Naruto goes, are you sure, Lady Tsunade? She goes, yeah, just don't hold back. Show me if you're really as good as my grandfather. Naruto goes, okay then, well, I won't hesitate. Fine. Tsunade goes, you may use any weapon, but I will just use one finger. Naruto goes, cool, pulls out his katana, instantly disappears, appears behind Tsunade, and Tsunade goes to try to rush Naruto. Naruto appears right in front of Tsunade in sage mode, looking right at Tsunade, and as she sees Naruto's face, it shocks her. 1, she sees Naoaki. 2, she sees her grandfather sage mode, and as Naruto cuts Tsunade's arm, not cuts it off, but cuts it a little bit, wood style instantly begins to grow and wrap around her right arm, and then it wraps around their body and wraps around their left arm and down to your legs, and then restrains her completely. And as Tsunade tries to use her strength, Naruto explains the wood style is actually using your chakra to hold yourself in place. So technically speaking, Lady Tsunade, as strong as you are, the wood style is stronger. And she is shocked. She's like shocked at this jutsu. And Naruto goes, 1 hit, right? He goes to punch her on the arm and he goes, looks like I won, Lady Tsunade. Come on, let's go. And Naruto releases the wood style and Tsunade drops on the ground. And she goes, wait a minute. And looks at Naruto and goes, is it your dream to become Hokage, Naruto? And Naruto goes, among many things, yes. That is one of my most fundamental dreams, to become Hokage. Much like the 4th Hokage and the 1st. I don't want to make the same mistakes as the 2nd and 3rd Hokage, no. And this shocks Lady Tsunade. But Naruto goes, but understand this, I will not have you disrespecting Hiruzen Sarutobi in front of me. Tsunade goes, okay, Naruto, fair enough. And she goes, in good faith and goodwill then, Naruto, I give you this. The 1st Hokage's locket. And Naruto goes, oh, this is quite interesting. And she goes, you know what this is, Naruto? And she goes, yeah, this is the locket your grandfather gave you, didn't you? This has a really powerful sealing jutsu on it. Very powerful. This is worth a fortune. And she looks at Naruto, she's like, she didn't even know that they had a sealing jutsu. She goes, how do you know that? Naruto, without trying to give it away that he's Hashirama's, has all Hashirama's memories, Naruto pretty much states, I'm an Uzumaki, I can sense it. You're an Uzumaki, you should be able to sense it, right? Tsunade goes, no, I can't sense it. So from there, Tsunade comes back with Shizune to the Hidden Leaf Village to heal all the sick and injured. They got attacked were affected by the Konoha crush. Now what happens is as Naruto comes back to the Hidden Leaf Village, the 3rd Hokage is pretty much under investigation by the 2 village elders and Danzo. Danzo is trying to conspire to get the 3rd Hokage removed from office, to make him Hokage. And when Naruto appears to see the old man, right away Danzo's like, unfortunately for you, Naruto Uzumaki, your presence here is not needed right now. And Naruto goes, well, I didn't come to see you, Lord Danzo. I came to see the 3rd Hokage. And he goes, pity. You may not know this, but this may be the last few days of the 3rd Hokage to become Hokage. And then I will be appointed the 5th Hokage. Naruto's really pissed off. He rushes into the hut and see the old man, push past all the Onbu there by him, and Naruto goes, what the hell's happening, Lord 3rd? And he goes, politics, Naruto, politics. Politics should not even be a part of Shinobidom, but they are very bothersome, Naruto. And he goes, so what, the feudal lord's gonna not allow you to be the Hokage? And the 3rd Hokage goes, no, it's not about that, but Danzo's got a pretty strong case. And Naruto goes, what strong case about it? Orochimaru attacked the village and left with Sasuke, case closed. They attacked with their own village, the hidden sand and the hidden sound village. And we have multiple prisoners, and they're all willing participants to accept, generous conversation. And the 3rd Hokage smiles and goes, thank you, Naruto, for trying to stand up for me, but this is something that I have pretty much placed on myself. To be honest, I protected Orochimaru for years. As much as he's my greatest failure, my deepest emotion runs with him, Tsunade, and Jiraiya. They are my 3 students that I pretty much failed them. And Naruto's like, are you really gonna doubt like that, Lord 3rd? Really? You had the chance to see the 1st and the 2nd Hokage, and you got to live to try to fix their mistakes that has been placed before you. Fix the mistakes now, and you're gonna let yourself be pushed aside for Danzo? The 3rd Hokage looks at Naruto like, you're making good sense, boy. But Naruto's like, he leaves immediately, and he goes by Jiraiya, and he tells Jiraiya that he and himself would like to, do his own thing. But yeah, Jiraiya just states that he needs to leave the village anyway after that quick encounter with Itachi and Kisame, because Naruto pretty much disappeared and left them in their area. They came to saw Wood Clone, nothing more. They got away easy as. Jiraiya allows for Naruto to want to come with him, but the Hokage needs to be established. The 3rd Hokage presses Jiraiya, but Jiraiya's like, hell no, I'm not going to become Hokage, hell no. And so the Jiraiya leaves and goes, "Why don't you pick Tsunade as the next Hokage?" And so the third Hokage presses Tsunade to the point where Tsunade becomes his next candidate as Hokage. He chooses Tsunade. The Feudal Lords agrees. Danto hates that. And so Tsunade becomes the Hokage, the fifth Hokage. But when the old man leaves, he tells Tsunade not to trust Danzo. And Tsunade goes, "Oh, you're not going nowhere, old man. You're going to be one of my advisors now." And the old man goes, "Okay, Tsunade." And she goes, "I'll take that into consideration then, old man." And so as the third Hokage, well, the old Hokage and Tsunade live in the village, she accepts Naruto's request to leave with Jiraiya. To which Naruto does leave, and he goes on with Jiraiya. Now we're gonna do a quick time skip all the way to the Shippuden arc. Naruto and Jiraiya walk back to the village, and as they walk back to the village, Naruto looks at the Hidden Leaf village, takes it all in. He's so happy. He's so happy to be home, and as he senses around the village, he can feel the prosperity, the life in the village itself. And as Naruto and Jiraiya walk in, everyone greets Naruto happily to see him, you know. Everyone praises Naruto. They pretty much are happy to have him back in the village. They feel safe having Naruto and Jiraiya, but especially Naruto back to the village. And as Naruto walks in, he goes to the Hokage, well, to see the Hokage, and she sees Naruto, and she sees that he's grown, and she can just feel the strength of Naruto. Jiraiya smiling and goes, well, you'll be fine, right, Naruto? And Naruto goes, yeah, Jiraiya sensei, I'll be fine. Jiraiya goes, well, I've got to go do some research, and suddenly disappears. And Tsunade's like, Jiraiya, you idiot, you needed to do some debriefing. So while this is all going down, Naruto and Sakura are having a great catch-up, to which Naruto is just happily telling her upon the jutsus he developed, how strong he has become, and she's also saying the same thing as well. Naruto motivated her to do more, so she's been learning tirelessly under Lady Tsunade to become the most top medical ninja, and so she's pushed herself way more than canon. So as everything unfolds, Kakashi's still there, and to be honest, Kakashi does not want to challenge Naruto, but he is told by Tsunade to assess their skills anyway. So when the bell test comes and Naruto and Sakura begin the bell test, Naruto can sense that people are watching, and he tells Sakura that Tsunade, Jiraiya, Shizune are watching. And Sakura goes, then I won't hold back then. So without hesitating, Naruto sends Wood Clone to attack Kakashi. And Kakashi's on guard straight away and begins to fight Naruto and Wood Clone. And as Naruto is assessing Kakashi's fighting style, Kakashi sees this. He already has a Sharingan activated. He kicks the Wood Clone away, pulls the scroll out, opens the scroll, summons what was on the scroll, which is the Executioner Blade, and cuts the Wood Clone straight in half. Naruto sees this and he goes, whoa, Kakashi Sensei, you still got that? And he goes, well, hell yeah, Naruto, I use this on every mission I go on. The Executioner Blade has become a useful tool, especially when it comes to Lightning Blade. Kakashi holds the Executioner Blade up, and Lightning Chakra envelops the sword. And Kakashi goes, well, Naruto, are you going to hold back? Because I have a sword that can pretty much chop your jutsu down any tree. Naruto goes, any tree. Okay then. And Sakura looks at Naruto, and Naruto gives Sakura the nod. Sakura instantly destroys the ground in front of Kakashi. Naruto goes, Sakura! Sakura jumps up jumps in towards Naruto's direction. Naruto does wood style, and Kakashi sees this and he readies himself. And then he goes, okay, Kakashi Sensei, let's see what you got. Wood style, deep forestation and bloom. And as, Kakashi sees all these trees just emerge out of the ground. He's like, what the? He jumps and tries to duck and dodge them, cut them down with the Executioner Blade, but he realizes that Naruto has just created an extra forest, an even bigger forest than the forest that he was in. Massive trees begin to bloom buds that are about to pollinate, but Naruto deactivates that pollination of the plant so it don't send paralyzing mist everywhere and spread throughout the village. But Naruto does this, as he has the massive new deep forest emergence jutsu. Naruto pretty much states to Kakashi Sensei, this is where everything ends. And Kakashi goes, why is that, Naruto? Naruto goes, simply put, I can sense through wood style. I can see you. I can sense you naturally. But thanks to the wood style, I can see through the wood. I can see everything, the leaves and the trees, everything around you, Kakashi Sensei. You forget that. Kakashi goes, huh? And Naruto goes, remember, you're standing on a tree. And as Kakashi goes to react to lean forward, a wood hand grows out of the tree and grabs Kakashi's arm. Kakashi's like, what the? He cuts the tree. He jumps away and multiple wood clones appear out of all the trees of Naruto. And as this is all going down, Sakura jumps behind Kakashi and goes to throw a punch, but Kakashi's able to just dodge it and direct her towards one of the Naruto wood clones, destroying it. When as Kakashi's jumping through the forest, he realizes that Naruto is focusing, pumping wood chakra or pumping his chakra through all the trees, allowing for wood clones to grow out of those trees. And this shocks Kakashi, shocks him so much. And as Naruto goes, "Well, Kakashi, what do you think? Do you have a duty to keep up with this?" And Kakashi looks at Naruto with a shocked face at just how much wood style Naruto just used. And Naruto blitzes towards Kakashi's area, pulls his katana out, and Kakashi pulls his executioner blade out, and they begin to have the meanest sword battle left, right, and center everywhere. They're cutting through trees, everything. Kakashi's doing mean ducking and dodging, using the Sharingan, utilizing everything, and they're doing mean. Sakura's shocked, but she's doing everything she can, destroying the ground to allow Naruto's wood style to pierce through the ground and cut off Kakashi's his movements. Kakashi doesn't realize that Naruto has a wood clone doing wood jutsu while the real Naruto is fighting him, pushing him around. Kakashi notices the real Naruto because the chakra difference and the strength itself is much more than the wood clones than they are. So as Naruto easily overpowers Kakashi and throws him down, Kakashi's shocked and Naruto goes, "Hup!" He goes, "What style?" And Kakashi says, "Huh!" Jumps away and Naruto goes, "Got you." Kakashi looks up and what happens is wood vines instantly come and wrap around Kakashi, lifting his arms up, and Sakura instantly chucks a boulder at Kakashi. Right as the boulder comes, Kakashi does a lightning style, breaks the branches or the vines. He jumps and jumps on the earth or the rock, pushes it up, and then Kakashi lands on the ground, shoots a fireball jutsu, not realizing that Naruto got you, and does wood style, wraps Kakashi onto the ground and pulls him up. And Naruto grabs the two bells of Kakashi and goes, "Well, it looks like we won again, Kakashi Sensei." Kakashi goes, "Well, technically, I wasn't trying to fight you to kill you. I was trying to assess your guys' skills." And Naruto goes, "I know, but looks like we won again, Kakashi." And Sakura and Naruto give a fist bump and he goes, "Hey, you know what, Sakura? Since I've been back, you know what Kakashi can do as a good sensei?" And she goes, "What's that, Naruto? He should make us some. He should take us to Ichiraku Ramen." And as Kakashi's like, okay, fair enough, you guys won. As this goes down, Gaara has been attacked by the Akatsuki, He is much more in depth with his power of Shukaku because Naruto, talking to Jutsu, got through to Gaara and he pretty much doesn't see Shukaku like how he would have canon. Instead, Gaara is much stronger with Shukaku, you see. And so what happens is when Deidara and Sasuke pretty much take Gaara, that all goes down. Konkoro goes to start down the same. Everything goes down the same up until the Hidden Leaf getting the message. This is where things change. Now, over the 2-year time period, Naruto has done another summoning contract. Now, this summoning contract is a bird, a big bird, similar to the one that Sasuke has. And so when they find out that the Kazekage have been killed, Sakura, along with Naruto and Kakashi, with Tamari, are made into the new Team Kakashi, except for Tamari being the problem, of course, she's a sand ninja. And their job right now is to head straight to the Hidden Sand Village. And as it does so, Naruto does a summoning duty to summon the bird. And as they all jump on the bird could carry 3 but not 4. And so Naruto realizes, damn it. So he releases the duty and goes, well, so we have to walk then. And so what happens is they all rush to the Hidden Sand roughly around the same time as canon. They head out there, and as they get close to the Hidden Sand Village anyway, just before they reach the land of wind, they're confronted. Oh no, they're not confronted, not right away. Sorry. Naruto and them rush, and they as they get to the Hidden Sand, or the land of wind, they get there roughly around the same time. And when Lady Chiyo goes to attack Kakashi, Naruto, without hesitating, just stops Lady Chiyo from moving using wood style. And this shocks Chiyo because she knows exactly who Naruto is, knowing all the stories upon this great being from the Hidden Leaf Village. And so as Naruto sees what needs to be done, he understands the principles upon what Sakura has learned, because Naruto's a glutton for information thanks to Hashirama part. It's so when Sakura starts to heal Konkoro, Naruto begins to help as well. using similar jutsus to replicate the situation that Sakura's doing, and so they're able to heal Kankuro much more faster than canon. But unfortunately, everything still goes near the same. Kankuro still wakes up roughly around the same time as canon, and he still gives the piece of the cloth that his puppet is holding of Sasuke's. So what happens without hesitating, Kakashi summons Paku and he goes off. From there, Naruto, Sakura and Kakashi sleep until the next morning until Paku return with the location. Now, as they head out to the Akatsuki's base, Guy and them are almost there. Team Guy also got sent there, so they're almost there as well. And so when Naruto, Sakura, Kakashi and Chiyo are rushing towards the Akatsuki base, Itachi confronts them, and this is when Naruto notices Itachi immediately. Kakashi, without hesitating, pulls out a kunai and tells Naruto, "This is Itachi Uchiha, Sasuke's brother. Whatever you do, Naruto, don't look at him straight in the eye. His jutsus are powerful." Naruto goes, "Oh, I heard about his jutsus. What is it called? Tsukiyomi? Yeah, and Amaterasu." And Kakashi looks at Naruto and Naruto goes, "Interesting jutsus." And so what happens is Itachi sees Naruto, and just alone with his fake Sharingan, because this is a fake Itachi, with his Sharingan he senses the enormous chakra Naruto has, and he realizes how much of a threat Naruto truly is. And so without hesitating, Kakashi attacks that Itachi. Naruto goes, "Kakashi Sensei, we have no time." He waves a hand sign and goes, "Wood style," pulls the katana out, and as he pulls the katana out, he goes, stabs onto the ground and goes, "Multiple bladed jutsu." And blades appear, and as Kakashi sees them, he jumps away. Itachi, the clone of Itachi, sees the wood style, but that's exactly what Naruto wanted. Naruto jumps up, throws himself off a vine, and as he rushes towards the clone of Itachi, Naruto slams a real powerful Rasengan in that Itachi clone and slams him into the ground, sending a massive shockwave, completely eradicating him. Guy and them take out the Kisame clone, so that still goes the same. Everything that now also happens the same up until the point where they get to where the Akatsuki are. Now at this time, Gaara has had his chakra drained out of him, so he's pretty much dead. And instead of Naruto waiting for those stupid 5 seals, instead Naruto does a real powerful wood style, and he does wood style everywhere, and they go around looking for the seals, hunting out the chakra, and they find the wood style fires the seal. And as Naruto breaks the seal, what ends up happening is those seals don't copy wood style at all. They don't copy anyone. Instead, they rip the seals, and Naruto does a wood style to destroy the entire Akatsuki hideout. And as the Gedo statue gets dispersed and everything like that, Sasuke and Data are right there. Naruto, without hesitating, when he sees Gaara, he's so angry, but he keeps his composure. He closes his eyes and goes straight to Sage Art. He opens his eyes and he looks right at them, Sasuke and Deidara, and without hesitating, Naruto pulls the kunai out straight away. He appears right by Sasuke and stabs Sasuke's Hiruku puppet right through, but the small Sasuke puppet will manage to get away, and Naruto's let go of his sword, and a big ass tree vines wrap around the puppet, destroy the Hiruku puppet, and grow a new tree. And when Deidara sees this, he doesn't realize that Kakashi's right by him, and chucks a lightning blade towards Deidara, is able just to dodge, but he gets his whole shoulder cut, which injures him, so his last hand is now not as 100% as he could do his things. And so what happens is, straight at the back, Sasuke is in a small form, but Naruto is relentless. He comes to another katana and begins to fight Sasuke, pushes Sasuke back to the point where he's desperate, he tries to get to the point where he summons the Kazekage, and as he gets to summon the Kazekage, Naruto disappears again. And this time he does a multiple wood bladed jutsu, so as the Kazekage protects himself, he doesn't protect the Sasuke puppet. And as the Sasuke puppet gets stabbed in the back by a giant wooden spike, Naruto turns the sword to complete the seal, and the seal isolates around the Sasuke puppet. And then Naruto chucks his sword right at Sasuke's puppet, completely binding the tree seal on him, locking him in place. And as this goes down, Deidara is fighting Kakashi, sending multiple bombs everywhere. Naruto can see that he's an explosive Genkai, and this will work in his favor even more. Naruto begins to think of a jutsu, and he goes, "I got one." He begins to weave hand sign, and he goes, "Wood style, multiple dancing leaves jutsu," and he shoots the leaves from the trees. Pretty similar to how Bulbasaur from Pokemon does Razor Leaf. Pretty similar to that, and how I pronounce the jutsu, dancing flower jutsu, is much real close to Fire Bloom. Now, if you guys don't know what Pokemon is, if you guys are young, Pokemon when I was a kid was great. But if you do watch it nowadays, yeah, it's still a great anime. Anyway, enough of the Pokemon references. Naruto uses leaves to chuck at his opponents. Well, chuck it, out and about. And what happens is Deidara tries to like duck and dodge Naruto, tries to duck and dodge all the attacks until Naruto pumps more chakra into them and turns those leaves into razor leaves. Haha, another Pokemon reference, guys. And yep, straight away, Sasori, Deidara is caught off guard, and then slowly but surely he gets stabbed by all these the leaves, and they cut in his body. But because they are thin leaves, they don't give as much of his wooden sword would give to the part of the sealing jutsu. But Naruto manages to get him and does a sealing jutsu with the open wounds, but it takes a little bit longer. But Sasori and Deidara are completely caught. And from there, they leave with Sasori and Deidara. They take Gaara back, and Lady Chiyo sacrifices her life. Naruto learns the jutsu that Lady Chiyo does to give one's life in exchange for another, just give their life force to them. Naruto is observant, and because he can sense chakra, he knows how this is all working, so this is something he knew he learns upon the reanimation jutsu anyway. And so as all that goes down, Gaara is brought back to life, and the Hidden Leaf and the Hidden Sand Village are even closer together. But then Naruto leaves a unique gift that he's been saving for a while, and now this gift is by way of a seed. He places that seed in the middle of the hidden sand village and allows that seed to grow. But this is not just any ordinary seed. This seed is a subterranean seed that grows a little tree on top of the Akatsuki monument, or Akatsuki, a building in the center of the hidden sand village. But the seed digs out all the water that's deep underground and fires all the water canal with the roots. And then what happens is, over a period of time, the more water it finds, the more it will grow trees all around the hidden sand village, illuminating it from being harsh and desolate like in canon. And also, what also benefits the hidden sand with having all these trees grow through is the amount of water they bring up to the surface, because understand trees sweat, which in turn allows water to envelop in the air, which adds to the rain cycle. Sorry for teaching you guys something. Nah. But what happens is, Naruto pretty much turns the hidden sand into a green lush area. The village outside of the sand, all the sand area starts to envelop with grass, vegetation starts to spread, water starts to spread even more. Naruto knows that the seed won't grow everywhere, but because there's so much sunlight in the land of wind area, this will allow for the seed to grow a lot, and this will benefit the hidden sand village a lot. And so as that happens to them, Naruto is thanked by the hidden sand hardcore, and Temari thanks Naruto, and she's deeply happy with Naruto, which Naruto takes into consideration. And then Naruto has a weird flashback after seeing Temari, a flashback that he doesn't recognize. He's used to seeing Hashirama flashbacks because there's a part of him, but this flashback is of an older society that he can't describe. He sees another man, a younger man, in a mirror, and as Naruto looks in the mirror, he ponders the word Ashura. And as Naruto wakes out of his daze, huh? Who the hell is Ashura? What the hell's going on now? Oh no, am I going through it again? Damn it! Naruto goes, how much bloody lives did my spirit bloody live? What the hell's going on? But Naruto's only panicking like this because he remembered this is how it started with the Hashirama memories, and all he has is the Ashura name that's stuck with him, and a slight vision of Ashura. And so as Naruto revels in this new situation, not revels, more like irritated in this new situation, Naruto goes back to Hidden Leaf with Kakashi Sakura. Now that they could do so, Naruto was going to summon the bird, but then he realized he had Guy, Kakashi, Neji, Tenten, and Lee. And so what happens is they all rush back to the Hidden Leaf, to which they challenge Naruto and Lee. And Naruto beats Lee and Guy because he's just so much more faster and powerful. Kakashi doesn't use Kamui, so he's not tired at all. Deidara and Sasori are pretty much spread between the Hidden Leaf and the Hidden Sand. Deidara goes with the Hidden Leaf members, and Sasori is left with the Hidden Sand for them to interrogate him, And Naruto also gave the third Kazekage puppet to Konkuro, Naruto sealed it back, and Naruto used a new unique jutsu Now, I'm unsure if Hashirama knew much puppetry jutsu, but he knew a lot about wood jutsu, especially how for wood jutsu to repair. So Naruto puts a unique seal and tells Kankuro to bind his chakra to the seal, so whenever his puppets are destroyed, he just needs to infuse chakra into it and it's repair this wood style. This own natural wood style within the puppet will repair it itself. Okay, so this is like a fake kind of wood style in a seal. But Naruto teaches Kankuro that, so when he goes with the Hidden Leaf Village, Kankuro has the third Kazekage as his puppet. So this is pretty awesome for the Hidden Sand. Kankuro just got stronger tenfold, you know. But what happens is when Naruto goes back to the Hidden Leaf Village, this is when he kind of meets Hinata, when he sees Hinata for the first time in a long time. And as he sees her, Hinata is about to faint, but Naruto grabs her in and says, "Hey Hinata, so I've been wondering over these years, since you've been watching me for so long, I just want to know, you want to come on a date with me?" And this shocks Hinata to the point where she just blacks out completely. Her face goes red immediately and she blacks out immediately. And Sakura laughs at Naruto, kind of giggles. And Naruto goes, "Well, what about you, Sakura? Would you like to also come on a date with me?" And Sakura's like, "Excuse me? You just asked Hinata." And Naruto goes, "Well, I'm young, you know. I got options." And Sakura's like at first gets really aggro about this, but then realizes, no, Naruto's pretty much seemed like a girl to Shinobi. Okay, I can go with that, yeah. But then she goes, wait a minute. Didn't you just try to ask out Hinata? And Naruto goes, what's wrong with that? A man can't have more than one woman to go on a date with? And Sakura's like, no, I suppose not. It's the same with a woman can have two men as well. Okay, I understand. Well, I don't mind going on a date, Naruto. As long as you make it clear with Hinata that you also go on a date with me, that's fine by me. Naruto goes, I will of course. I'm also going to ask Ino on a date as well. And this shocks Sakura. Huh? Ino? Out of all people, her? Why, Naruto? Why? And Naruto goes, just hear me out. In the future, you guys will eventually get this, but for now, I'm just trying to get to know all of you on a different level. I'm a man, you're a woman. Well, actually, technically, we're young. We're still young. My bad. I forgot we're not really adults yet. And Sakura goes, what do you mean? I'm mature. And Naruto laughs and goes, we'll talk over this more about dinner. We'll wait for Hinata to wake up. So as Hinata wakes up and Naruto and Sakura go to dinner, Hinata doesn't mind going to dinner with Naruto. It makes her happy, you know. Sakura is their breaker. It allows for Hinata to talk to Naruto. And Sakura just finds Naruto really crack up, just having the gall to do that to them. This makes her laugh. And so as Naruto settles on being back in the Hidden Leaf Village, eating Ichiraku ramen, catching up with Sakura and Hinata, the Hidden Sand Village send a message to the Hidden Leaf Village stating that Orochimaru, Kabuto and Sasuke are going to be at the Tenchi Bridge in 10 days. Hidden Sand Village members state that if they need backup, just let them know. But what happens is Tsunade charges Naruto, Sakura, Kakashi and Sai to go check it out. But Naruto instantly hates Sai, and he refuses to go with Sai. Naruto can sense all the malice, cruelty and hatred within Sai, what he's done, pretty similar to what he did with Sasuke. Naruto can sense. And just for Naruto, Sai kind of rubs Naruto the wrong way, in a sense. And so what happens is Yamato is also brought on just to help Naruto with them. Help as well. And Naruto's happy to see Yamato. He shows Yamato his new some of his new wood style jutsus, to which Yamato is impressed, seeing how good Naruto really is. He's quite happy to see Naruto. That's not Yamato's only student, Naruto, you know, so this goes with Naruto. This goes with Naruto and Yamato hard. And so as they prepare themselves for the Tenchi Bridge, Naruto, Kakashi, Yamato, Sakura and Sai, they prepare for it. They have another 2 days to go before they go confront Orochimaru, Kabuto and Sasuke. And this will leave this one off, guys. I hope you like this. Please like and subscribe. Leave your comments down below. Leave the bell notification on so you guys can be the first to get my new content. And follow me on Instagram, to which I'll leave the link in the description below. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoy your weekend. Okay, guys? I know I'm going to enjoy my weekend. Okay? So also stay safe. Absolutely above all else, guys. COVID-19 and no joke, so be safe. But as you further ado, guys, let's end this what if. Because Dr. Ko is actually pretty tired right now. But as usual guys, this is Dr. Kahu saying peace.